Celtic are down, but they are not out after the first leg of their Champions League tie against Bayern Munich. They now have to travel to Germany, trailing by 1 goal. Welcome back, guys. Sun Scotland TV. The first leg is over. The first leg is in the books, and Celtic obviously would have liked to have got more than a 2-1 defeat tonight. However, when they were 2-0 down, an hour into the game, hadn't really created anything at all, hadn't really looked like scoring, other than the opening 40 seconds where they did score. If you offered them 2-1 at that point, they probably would have taken it. But come the end of the game, come the end of the 90 minutes, the final whistle, beginning to think here, maybe Celtic are disappointed with this because they were the better team. For the past 20, 25 minutes at the end there, Celtic were creating chances. They were all over Bayern Munich. They were the team pushing forward, and they were the only team that really looked like scoring. Bayern Munich were struggling to get out of their own half. They weren't really getting into the Celtic final third at all. Celtic were the only team with good possession and getting forward and getting balls into the box. And they looked lively. They looked energetic. They looked like they could create chances at will. They were forcing saves off the goalkeeper. They were creating corners. They were dominating the game for the last 20 plus minutes. But the sad thing for them is that was only enough to get them a consolation goal, and you've got to wonder, will that be enough now when they travel to Germany? Had they been taking a 2-1 defeat from Germany back to Glasgow, I think we'd be giving them a much better chance, but taking a 2-1 defeat to Glasgow as they head to Germany, it's going to be tough, but you know what, 1 goal, you're always in it, no matter what team you are, no matter where you're going, no matter how tough the opponent, when it's 1 goal in it, you're only 1 goal away. You're 1 fluke, you're 1 penalty, you're 1 something mistake. Doesn't matter. You're just 1 something away from equalising. So I think Celtic have a chance, albeit a small chance, in the second leg. Now, they almost got to half-time level. Obviously, that didn't happen. Olise got a goal in the brink. 45th minute, cuts inside. Greg Taylor actually gets a block, but he's unlucky. The ball bounces back off Olise into the path of the attacker. Greg Taylor's taken out the game at this point. Olise hits a great strike. Kasper Schmeichel didn't have any chance in the back of the net. 1-0. Worst time to concede. And then speaking of the worst time to concede, Celtic pretty much concede straight away at the beginning of the second half. So they concede right at the end of the first half, then they concede in the opening 5 minutes of the second half, and it's just like a double whammy. Bayern Munich at that point do have their lead, and at this point you're thinking it could get bad for Celtic. But around about the 65 minute mark, that's when Celtic began to take over. They began to come into the game. Brendan Rodgers made some substitutions, and Celtic got better, and they got their goal. They got their lifeline through Dyson Maeda in the 79th minute, gave them a chance to go on and try and snatch a draw. Now, in the end, they didn't get that draw, but they've got themselves a goal. The game was competitive at the end. I mean, they were the better team towards the end, and the fixture's alive. The result keeps it alive. It's 2-1. Anything can happen, and Celtic will now need to win in Germany. Can't remember the last time Celtic won in Germany. We know they beat Leipzig there, but that was at home. It's been a while, I think, since Celtic beat a German side, a Bundesliga side, but that's what they're going to have to do to remain in Europe this year. Obviously, it's Champions League or nothing. There is no dropping into Europa League, so they've got 90 minutes to save their European campaign. Can they do it? Highly unlikely. But that Dyson Maeda goal gives them a chance. And when you look at the stats at the end of the game, Celtic had 43% possession, which is pretty good against a Bayern Munich team, let's be honest. They had 9 shots to Bayern Munich's 10, which is pretty level. Corners, it was 7 each. And in terms of XG, they actually had a superior XG, 1.34 to 0.94. So that shows you that by the end of the game, that Celtic were almost as good as Bayern Munich on the night. The thing that cost them was it took them about 65 minutes, 70 minutes to get started. And had they been at it quicker, had they been at it from the beginning, who knows, maybe they get a draw tonight, maybe they get a win tonight. But we'll find out what happens in the second leg, guys. Hopefully they can do it. Hopefully they can remain in the Champions League. It's looking unlikely, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then obviously in a couple of weeks' time, Rangers, they enter the Europa League, and we'll see how long Scotland can keep their name in there. How long can Scotland keep clubs in Europe? That's what we're going to have to wait and find out. Anyway, that's it. Till next time, let us know your thoughts. Do you think Celtic can do it? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.